happy to be back in the 2150, and here is our next basement site. So as you can tell, there was an existing house here. I don't know the whole story. I think they were maybe going to try to save it or flip it or do something to it, but they ended up tearing it down. But they did leave the garage and then that back porch. So now we're going to dig for, I think they're going to have, I think it's 9-foot walls. So I guess going to go down 10 feet from the top of that concrete pad. But they're wanting to save that and build on their existing house on there to it. So this one's been a little bit different. I think the homeowner is trying to be his own general contractor, so it's kind of got a little bit of a late start on it. So I got this job from my concrete guy that I normally work with. He's the one that found it. He's going to do the basement. It's not a walkout, so I'll have to dig the hole and cut a ramp for those guys. But they finally got the corners pinned in. I kind of went through there real quick and painted it out in white. So I'll have to get my laser set up. I'm really going to go like 9'10" from the top of that concrete, which it's down like 2 feet, 2.5 feet right in there in the middle. So it won't have to be, I won't be a full 9 feet in the ground or whatever. But I got to kind of watch. I think they moved the water lines, what he's got. There was a pipe stuck through there to the other house, but they couldn't run it through the wall or have to core drill it once the concrete's done. So he moved that, and then the power stops right there. I don't know what, that may have been like a satellite or something. That's nothing that we're going to deal with right now, but I'm probably going to just try to pile all of my spoils out there. I talked to this guy about trying to dig it out and haul it off at the same time, but he's also trying to do everything a little bit on a budget, so he didn't really like the price of hauling it out while I was digging it out, which makes a lot more sense to me because he's going to have a lot more material than what he was planning on having. I don't know if he's planning on keeping it or using it anywhere on the site or what. So I'm going to start with this wall, and then like I said, just kind of piggyback it over there. I thought about bringing the high dream of it no further than I'm going to carry it or dump it. I'll probably just bucket it back with the excavator. So yeah, well, so far this dirt looks pretty good. So I don't know how rocky it's going to be or not. I probably ought to try to keep some of it for topsoil, and once it gets down to the rockier clay, kind of separate them out a little bit, which I guess I could do. It's just takes a little more work, just kind of spacing it out. That was like the old sewer line right there, old tile. Yep, it's an old tile sewer line, so. But it is nice to be back in the 2150. So I was kind of getting burnt out on my perimeter landscaping job. So a little bit of that goes a long ways. So yeah, I haven't ran this machine for months, it feels like. So clay, which will be good for the basement and stuff. So I was just gonna try to get this line kind of cut and then turn and work my way over. I gotta dig along the side of that existing concrete, which I'm not wild about that because I'm worried it'll kind of undermine it, and maybe not. So that was part of the deal, because Vince is gonna have to put a wall like 3 feet off there to support the weight of the house. Normally it gets right against there, but without, you know, being able to dig underneath that and place it, it's the best he can come up with. So at least I'll have a little bit of room, but I'm still gonna have to get my over dig for those guys. So challenging, so. But yeah, hopefully maybe about tomorrow afternoon get this thing. The house isn't, I don't even know if it's 2,500 square feet. It's not quite as big as some of these other ones that we've worked on this past year, so change of plans. What do you know? He came over here and said that they decided they would like to, there's the rock, move the spoils. So I'm gonna just try to run the rest of the day with the Peterbilt, because I don't feel like wasting the time to drive back and get the Hydrema. But you probably can't see it, but just past that tree and the fence out there in the field is where he wants to dump it, in between those two brush piles. So I did one load, and so far it seems pretty solid, but I don't know how many trips, if I go out there, eventually it'll get softer for the Peterbilt. Maybe a pretty good sized rock right there. Or not, so that's the problem. I finished up my perimeter drain job this morning, and by the time I got the 12 and the 260 unloaded, this thing fired up, greased, you know, radiator blown out, air filter and all that stuff. It was like almost lunchtime by the time I got here. I told him I wasn't even sure if I was gonna make it today or tomorrow, so. And last I knew, we were just gonna kind of dump it right here in the front yard, but I guess after he kind of thought about it a little more, or got stuff cleaned up, he wanted it out there, which I don't know what the plan, if he's got some way of bringing some back when they get ready to backfill or what, because I asked him if he wanted to leave a little bit up here, and he said he thought he wanted it all down there for some reason. So we'll just see how it goes with the peak today, and then probably tomorrow, because the Hydrema is not too far from the shop. It's over there at the stone house. I can stop and pick it up, because there's a chance of rain tomorrow. We get any rain, the Peterbilt won't go out there, but I'll be able to take the Hydrema and run out there. So yeah, kind of one of those things. I wasn't 100% planning on starting on this week, but I guess he kind of had a chat with the concrete guy and saying he's been aggravated because he's had to wait a little while, so we're trying to accommodate. So I would have got other stuff kind of moved around, or I've been back over here to kind of go over everything one last time. But oh well, we're just gonna roll with it today. So this will be faster than trying to just bail this stuff and then just keep moving it along with me. So it seems pretty solid right there in that corner. So yeah, I'm just gonna use the Peterbilt as a haul truck for today. Well, we made it back this morning. I got the Hydrema moved over here. I grabbed it from the stone house job. And actually, I was picking it up. Brian's dump trucks were coming over there. I got another 20 loads of dirt coming over there to finish up the topsoil along the driveway, and then for the landscapers to do their like phase 2 with all their shrubs down there, and then a little bit on the other side of the driveway, and then just kind of some dirt and stuff up there around the house. So I got them all back in and started getting that stuff staged, because we got rain coming in this afternoon, Saturday, and I think maybe a chance on Sunday and Monday now. So I just wanted to get the dirt on site. So I figured if we did get any rain, they're talking kind of spotty this afternoon, that field was going to be a little soft out here for the Peterbilt. So I feel better running the Hydrema. I think it doesn't haul quite as much, but overall I believe it's quicker. It travels faster and dumps quicker. You don't have to deal with the clutch and PTO and all that other stuff. So now I'm going to kind of sit here. It started getting dark last night, but I finished kind of hogging out that corner to keep my line. So now I'm just going to spend a couple hours this morning kind of digging this pile out and hauling to the back what I can, or what I can reach anyway from here, and then we'll just kind of work our way down. We're not quite halfway through this house yet, and I still have to get down in there and kind of fine-tune the floor on the basement. I got to clean that corner out. Like I said, it's starting to get dark, but I'm just going to kind of spend most of my time right now before the rain is supposed to show up, just hog out what I can. Then I'll have me a little ramp cut where I can slick the bottom of this thing up. I don't think I'm going to have it all dug out and moved today. Even with the Hydrema, it takes just a little bit of time to load up one load at a time and run it back there and dump it and then get back up here. It doesn't go near as quick as just hogging it out and dumping it to the side. So yeah, that is where we're at for now. You guys kind of rode in the back of the Peterbilt yesterday, but this way you can kind of see firsthand where we're going. It's really not all that far, but it's a little ways. I'm not quite sure what this guy's plan is when he backfills. I guess he's gonna move the dirt up here or something, he said, so, because he doesn't want to leave any in the yard to put around the house. So kind of wants it piled up out here as best as we can. Love the little Hydrema. Like I said, it's just a few tons less than what you can get in the Peterbilt, but just a lot less functions, I guess. I'm trying to shore this out of here. Make sure I got it. Clay is a little sticky, and I'm sure there was water in the bed that I forgot to dump out. So yeah, it takes like a minute or so, to a minute and a half maybe, to run down here and dump and get back. Seems like it's a whole lot quicker with this truck. Put it in the right gear. And now we just repeat the process a lot.